we want to request Her Excellency Anne Waiguru, our chair, will present a gift to His Excellency
and high-flying qualities. This gift from the Council of Governors to the Speaker is a gift of an eagle. The gift symbolizes powerful vision and tenacity. It also has nurturing and high-flying qualities. A round of applause for the gift from the Council.
Asanteni sana. So after this, after the national anthem, we will proceed downstairs for a group photo. This is a memorable day for us, and therefore we'll have the group photo. Then proceed to have our lunch. A lunch at this time. So that could be an early dinner or a late lunch. So the national anthem.
These are the people who make the wealth of this country. These days, it's not, the wealth of the country is actually not at the national level necessarily. We have got people who contribute to the economy of this country in all different ways, and there is a resolve to strengthen devolution in many ways. They have agreed that actually there is a need for also the National Assembly to have a committee on devolution in order to strengthen devolution. But before I get into details, there was a retreat they had to unveil or to have the national leadership of the Council of Governors. And without much further ado, I will ask the returning officer for that election. It was a returning it was a national election without emotions, and the most highly transparent election that has ever been seen has just taken place a few minutes ago. I will ask the chief returning officer of that national election, the CEO of the Council of Governors, to come and tell us what to proceed and to give us the results of that election. Thank you very much.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Moses Wetangula, the Chair of the Council of Governors, I will not mention the name, and the leadership, and the former Chair of the Council of Governors, it is my humble and pleasant duty to announce the leadership of the Council so that the chief guest today can be able to unveil them. Mr. Speaker, I can confirm that the process went on very smoothly, and the selection of the leadership of the Council was by consensus. The Council of Governors agreed on the leadership that would steer the Council in the next 5 years, 1 year, then continually to elect as we proceed. My duty is just to announce, then you will unveil the leadership. Number one, the executive leadership comprises of the chair, the vice chair, and the whip. And the chair of the council is none other than Her Excellency Anne Mumbi Waiguru. The vice chair is His Excellency FCPA Ahmed Abdullahi. And the whip that will be whipping the people seated here is none other than His Excellency Stephen Sang. Allow me, Mr. Speaker, sir, to announce the leadership of the committees, the chairs of the various committees. We have 18 committees that guide in the implementation of the council affairs. And the first committee is Finance, Planning, and Economic Affairs that will be headed by His Excellency FCPA Fernandez Baraza. The other critical committee is Health Committee that will be spearheaded by Honorable Mudomi Njuki. Number 3 is Agriculture, Livestock and Cooperatives Committee, will be headed by His Excellency Kenneth Lusaka. Water, Forestry and Natural Resources Management Committee will be headed by Andrew Madime. Number 5, Land, Housing and Urban Development will be headed by His Excellency Professor Anyang' Nyong'o. Legal and Constitutional Affairs and Intergovernmental Relations Committee will be headed by His Excellency Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Number 7, Education Committee will be headed by Dr. Eric Mutai. Number 8, Gender, Youth, Culture, Sports and Social Services Committee will be headed by His Excellency Simon Kachapin. Number 9, Trade, Industry, Manufacturing and Enterprise Development Committee will be headed by Her Excellency Wavinya Ndeti. The Committee on Environment and Climate Change will be headed by His Excellency Dr. Wilbur Otichilo. Number 11, the Human Resource, Labor and Social Welfare Committee will be headed by His Excellency Sakaja Johnson. Number 12, the Blue Economy Committee will be headed by His Excellency Isa Timami. Number 13, the Energy, Roads, Transport and Infrastructure Committee will be headed by Dr. Kimani Wamatangi. Number 14, Arid, Semi-Arid Lands and Disaster Management Committee will be headed by His Excellency Nathif Jama. Number 15, Resource Mobilization and Partnerships Committee will be headed by Her Excellency Cicely Barire. Number 16, ICT and Knowledge Management Committee will be headed by His Excellency Wesley Rotich. Number 17, Security and Foreign Affairs Committee will be headed by His Excellency Major Retired Dr. Dado Godana. And the last one, the Tourism and Wildlife Committee will be spearheaded by His Excellency Patrick Olentutu. It is my pleasure this time, Your Speaker, sir, to welcome you to unveil the leadership and the executive committee. Please welcome, just you greet them and shake the hand. We'll start with the chair of the council. Present to you. Yes.
Stand here?
Yes.
Okay.
Governor Anne Waiguru, please shake the hand of the speaker as a symbol unveiling you on behalf of His Excellency the President. Thank you very much. The second one is the vice chair. The third is a whip. And lastly, all the chairs and the governors will have a photo after this. Thank you, and over to you, facilitator.